Welcome to another video on our channel. Today we will discuss some comments about the Ukrainian counteroffensive, which according to a senior American military official continues to advance, and has not failed. Our channel is dedicated to discussing current topics in an informative and engaging way. If you are interested in learning more about the world, subscribe to our channel and like this video. Your feedback is very important to us. Ukraine's counteroffensive against Russia is far from a failure, but the fight ahead will be long and bloody, the top U.S. general said on Tuesday, even as casualties on both sides mount and the front lines have moved only incrementally. The United States and other allies have spent months building Ukraine a mountain of steel of weaponry and training Ukrainian forces in combined arms warfare to help Kyiv penetrate formidable Russian defenses during its counteroffensive. Asked whether the counteroffensive was a failure, at least so far, General Mark Milley, chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, said, "It is far from a failure. I think that it's way too early to make that kind of call." Speaking after another round of talks on arms for Ukraine in its fight against Russia's now nearly 17-month invasion, Milley said that the Ukrainian counteroffensive is likely to be slow. "I think there's a lot of fighting left to go, and I'll stay with what we said before, this is going to be long. It's going to be hard. It's going to be bloody," Milley told reporters. Since Ukraine began its counteroffensive last month, Kyiv has recaptured some villages in the south and territory around the ruined city of Bakhmut in the east, but has yet to attempt a major breakthrough across heavily defended Russian lines. Kyiv says it is deliberately advancing cautiously to avoid high casualties on fortified defensive lines strewn with landmines, and is focused for now on degrading Russia's logistics and command. Moscow claims that the Ukrainian counteroffensive has failed. 6 weeks since Ukraine launched a counteroffensive in the east and south, Russia is mounting a ground offensive of its own in the northeast. Russia also spent months preparing defensive positions, surrounding them with landmines and building heavily armed fortifications that have made Ukrainian advances in the east and south slow and bloody. Milley said various war games had predicted certain levels of Ukrainian advances, but conflict on paper was different from the reality of facing complex minefields, barbed wire, and Russian trenches. War is unpredictable. It's filled with fear, fog, and friction, Milley said. Russia's defense ministry said its forces had advanced 2 kilometers (1.2 miles) in the vicinity of Kupiansk, a frontline railway hub recaptured by Ukraine in an offensive last year. Kyiv acknowledged a complicated situation in the area. Milley said that the group also discussed ramping up ammunition production at both national levels and at the multinational level through the European Union and the plans to train and supply Ukraine with F-16 fighter capability. Oleksiy Reznikov, Ukraine defense minister, said after the Tuesday talks that urgent need for weapons and equipment is a priority for Ukraine. "Focus on air defense, ammunition, and armor," Reznikov said on Twitter. Latest on Ukraine's counteroffensive: a Ukrainian attack on the Crimea Bridge, which connects the occupied peninsula to Russia, caused the structure to partially collapse on Monday, killing 2 people. A Ukraine intelligence source, who spoke on condition of anonymity because of the sensitivity of the matter, said the country's security service and its naval forces were behind the assault. Russian President Vladimir Putin has vowed to respond and said his defense ministry was working on proposals for actions it could take. The attack was the second time Kyiv has managed to damage the bridge, which opened in 2018 following Russia's seizure of Crimea from Ukraine in 2014. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, please let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next video.